Hey guys, how's it going? So, let's talk about perfection. I'll just share my experience with it. Not sure if I'll connect it to spirituality or just normal everyday life, but perfection is one of these things that I've worked with as a human being. And I'm sure all of you maybe have felt at some point. Like, you may have noticed that when you try to be perfect or close to perfect, try to get something just right, there's usually, or can be, an intensity, an unenjoyable intensity around it. Trying to do it doesn't quite work. You're almost there. If it was just a little bit better, it would be just good enough. You can relax at that point. If you just got that one thing that you're set on, or that thing to get it just right, that you're set on something, but you're also like set on it being exactly the way that you want it. It's like a very narrow kind of attempt at something. One might call it a sense of control, or attempting to control an exactness of something. And I found with myself when I'm in those states, or I'm in that place, whether it's with my own spiritual practice or way of eating or working out, or attempting something in life, or maybe in a relationship you want it exactly the way you want it, or in your job it has to be a certain way. Like, it can be really helpful to tell yourself that, hey, maybe it's okay that it's not exactly that way. Like, you want to broaden the scope, or allow for more than just exactly what you want. Like, because when you want exactly what you want, it almost never works out that way, or rarely works out that way. So you're often left with an agitation of like just trying to get it exactly that way. But if you broaden your scope, or broaden what you're okay with, you might find that you're more relaxed in general. You're more at ease. You're more kind of happy with a broader range. I mean, think about it. Like, if your range is really small and only that's okay, and you're like really emotionally fixed on it, if there's an allowance of more, then there's just more potential for things to fit that way. Now, of course, sometimes the work world doesn't allow that, or you have bosses that are like very specific. It must be a certain way. That's harder. My video probably won't tackle that. Perhaps that's something that's better approached with acceptance, or acknowledgement of you can't always get what you want, and that's just, be the way it is, and you just have to maturely find a way to accept that within yourself. But this perfection can be really a thing that gets a lot of people. And you don't even know that you're in it, or that there's another way, because it just makes sense that you should get what you want exactly. You should attempt for that exactly. It's kind of at a subconscious level. Culture, a lot of things in culture kind of point towards like, and even in the self-help, you don't want to settle. And yeah, perhaps there's something to that, but I would also say, like, you don't want to settle, but you don't want to get too narrow on like getting exactly the way you want it. You might find that even when you do get exactly the way you want it, you found that, oh, it's actually not as great as a result. It's not the reward at the end wasn't as what I expected. And if you find that enough times, this pointer may make more sense to you, because until you see it for yourself, that like, hey, if I'm always like uptight about trying to get everything exactly right, and when I get there, it's not exactly how I had hoped or wanted, then maybe I should just be a little more allowing of just what life presents itself. Or maybe it's okay if I don't get the exact job, but I got something within the range. Or maybe within a relationship, like, you didn't get everything you wanted, but you got essentially a lot, or some. And when you're just more flexible, more open to life or possibilities or what can happen, then yeah, you're there's I think emotionally you're just gonna find yourself more at ease. um, yeah, let me know what you think about that. Any complications, objections, thoughts? Please share. And I hope you're all well. Take care. Bye.